Just before the weekend, it was announced that Disney had purchased the future distribution rights to the Indiana Jones franchise from Paramount Studios. Although Disney already owned the rights to Indiana Jones through their purchase of Lucasfilm, Paramount already held a distribution deal for Indy. With the purchase of the distribution rights, Disney is now in full control of the Indiana Jones franchise, which raises questions about when we could see another Indy adventure on the big screen. Well, according to Disney chairman Alan Horn, the answer seems to be not for a while. The Disney executive reportedly said they were at least 2 to 3 years away from producing a new Indy movie and that they had no story yet. Amy Rose, what do you think the immediate future of Indiana Jones is?
I think our man Alan Horn just told us it's going to be a couple of years. I mean, they're not dumb. This franchise has such a built-in fan base and audience, and they're definitely going to capitalize on that. They wouldn't have worked so hard to acquire the rights fully if they had no intention on doing that. And I hope we see more. I mean, a lot of people knocked Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I didn't feel like it was as magical as the first 3 films, but I didn't hate it. I didn't think it was completely awful, but I definitely think it was a waste of a lot of good talent and stuff. But I still love this franchise, and you know, Indiana Jones himself, Han Solo himself, my goodness, he's already 71, right?
71.
71.
Oh,
so
really?
Yep.
Yeah. So the later they wait, the more we can count on it. Simply, if he is in the film, just getting a fun little whip or a little tip of the hat. I think it just ensures that his participation is not going to be as much as maybe we would like. But that doesn't matter to me as much as they get him. Just getting him in for the nostalgia alone is what I want. But yeah, I really want to see this franchise continue. I just think there's so many fun directions they can go with it. I mean, the character of Indiana Jones is immortalized. He's amazing, and I just love adventure films, and I think that they definitely are going to show us, but their slate's pretty packed right now. They have a lot of commitments out there, so take your time, get a great script, great director, all of that, but I do think we'll see it just obviously in a few years, as Alan Horn said.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see more Indiana. I mean, Disney won't go out and re-buy back the distribution rights from Paramount if they had no intention of making another Indiana Jones. That being said, and this is all speculation on my part, take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. I believe they have no intention of involving Harrison Ford moving forward. And I'm going to tell you right now, and this will make a lot of you hate me, who don't already hate me. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with them not including Harrison Ford, and here's why. Harrison Ford has served us so well. It's kind of the same way I feel about a Hugh Jackman stepping away from Wolverine, right? I love Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Dude, you have served us as fans for 14 years, whatever it is. You deserve to step away. Harrison Ford has been Indiana Jones for us for generations. And it's okay for him to put down the whip. And, you know, the one problem that I really had with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and this is another reason why I think they may step away from Harrison Ford and relaunch it, to me, Indiana Jones lives in the World War II era. To me, Indiana Jones is fighting the Nazis. To me, that's Indiana Jones. And for me, in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, it always felt out of place, him going toe-to-toe with the Ruskies, you know, the whole Cold War thing, the nuking of the fridge, the whatever. You know, I said this before, because I'm with you. I didn't hate Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And follow me here. I always contended that, you know what? If you took the movie, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and you just switched out Harrison Ford with another actor, and didn't call him Indiana Jones, I think more people would have been more forgiving of the film and maybe had a little bit more fun with it. Because as just a standard paint-by-numbers little adventure movie, it's not that bad. But it wasn't an Indiana Jones film at all. And so I think they're ready to move away from it. I don't want to see Indy moved into the 1980s now. I don't want to see Indy there. And I think by saying they're going to be waiting another, like you said, Harrison's 71 years old now. Saying they're going to wait at least another 2 or 3 years to get started, I think the flags are waving that they're probably getting ready to move on from Harrison Ford. I could be completely wrong, and I'll be okay with it if I'm wrong. But that's kind of how I see things working out. Schnepp?
I know you guys liked it. I absolutely hated the Crystal Skull.
I didn't say I liked it.
You just didn't love it.
No, but I mean, I'm in the camp of like extreme hatred where I felt like and I'll say this, if you put another character in it, like Slampy Scripples and the Crystal Skull, it would have still sucked. Because it was just a horribly written film, and no one was into it. When I was watching the movie, I could tell Spielberg was bored. Like just he did, it was just he did master setups and then a couple of close-ups on giant sets that they spent all this money on building. It was like, yeah, we'll just CG in it later. You know, let's go, move on. Harrison Ford was stoned, just like tired, like, oh God. Everything about, once we got into the jungle with John Hurt, the whole story fell apart. Extreme disappointment for me. And
what about the monkey chase scene? Oh, come on, Shep. Don't tell me you didn't love the monkey chase scene.
The monkeys actually had hair like Shia LaBeouf. I remember that. They were like, how do the monkeys have 50s doo-wop hair?
That's pretty skillful.
Come on.
I like Shia. I think he's a good actor.
I think he's a great actor.
He was so wrong for that role.
For that movie. A bunch of people in the chat board I'm going to point out here, a lot of people are jumping up and saying, hey, if you're not going to have Harrison, bring in Nathan Fillion to be Indiana Jones.
I think that's great. But real quick, you mentioned Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Right. I disagree with that because the character of the Wolverine is so much larger than Hugh Jackman. He's become this embodiment, and he's fantastic at it. But Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. He is, he is the epitome of that character.
I was going to say, I think Harrison Ford will be in this new sequel, but they're going to pass it on.
Right.
Like, I think he'll be in it. It'll be called Indiana Jones and the something, but then the next two will be Raiders of the Lost Atlantis, or they're going to bring in the Jones boys.
They tried to do it with
He'll play more of the Sean Connery role. From the third film. See, and I would like to see them go back to the Nazi era. That's where I'm more comfortable.
But check this out. What if because Harrison Ford's aged about 8 years since they shot Crystal Skull, why not rock right into the 60s? You have conspiracy theories, you have JFK, you have a ton.
And just say Harrison Ford wasn't Indiana Jones?
No, he's still Indiana Jones. He's just older like he is now.
More like a Sean Connery figure. I like that.
Yeah.
So they're going to break their own continuity and go back to the 60s.
Well, no, the Crystal Skull was in the 50s.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
They already broke the continuity.
I want the Nazi era. Yeah. I want the Nazis.
Remember, the first three went backwards in time.
Now someone's going to quote me. John Campea said he wants Nazis.
Yeah.
I know.
Completely out of context.
Can't believe Campea's into Nazis. What? I didn't say that. Yeah.
If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.